Here we are, and of course you see I'm pointing up to the top of the column, because these columns are about 50 feet high, people. And at the top of the column, you see this inscribed in stone. And one of the things I love about the ancient Africans, in their depictions, the reliefs are raised off the stone. See it? It's raised off the stone. It's not recessed. It's, what do you call it? If it ain't recessed, what is it? Okay, protruding, for lack of a better word. Thank you. It stands off. I mean, that's some deep stuff. That's. Here you have Isis with the headdress of Hathor giving suck to the baby Horus. Over every portal, over every door, you have the sun disk and the wings. Riding on the wings of Ra. We're leaving the temple of Hathor at Dendera. On the way out, Brother Pugh looks over to God Best and says, see you later. Here we are now at the temple of Seti. And of course, where I showed you the Immaculate Conception scene, that's in this temple. And here you have Seti's son, Ramses II as a boy, Ursamat Ra. He's an older boy now, sitting at his, getting wisdom and life from his mother. He's even bigger in this picture, sitting on his mama's lap. That's missing today. See, at that age, he knows not to disrespect his mother. My teacher, Dr. Ben, he would tell you in a minute. His mother's passed away now, but he would tell you, when I get to my mother, I'd get on my knees and put my face in her womb. And I would stay there until she tells me I can get up. Because that was my way of letting her know, even as a grown man, that was his way of letting her know, I have not forgotten where I came from. Sons, that's how you should treat your mother. Here you have Seti teaching his son Ramses about his past. And that's what this is. This whole wall is his history, his story. And on the roof of that corridor, you see the cartouches here. And you see the stars in the sky. What does that mean? That means that the pharaohs in his family lineage have gone to heaven. That's what that means. And that's what we tell our little children. When somebody dies in the family and a child says, Mommy, where's so-and-so and so? Guess what we say? We say, they're in the stars. Or they're a star now. Standing outside the temple. Again, see, look, this is the kind of stuff I like to take pictures of, because it's important, brothers and sisters, that you understand the place of the woman. Here you have the woman with the double crown on of Upper and Lower Egypt. That's what the pharaohs wore. Yes. She's not a pharaoh, she's just a woman. But it's letting us know through this depiction how the brother feels about her. It's all right for her to be in power, brother. Let me say it again. Brother, it's all right for her to be in power. But notice what she's doing. When a woman knows that you don't have no problem with her being what God made her to be, she can turn around and give you strength. See how she got her hand over his shoulder? And supporting him? Get rid of this European male chauvinist spirit. It's strong here in St. Louis. Leaving the temple, Brother Stan Johnson from across the street, Fire Chief Johnson there. Temple of Horus at Edfu. I took this picture, well, of course our photographer took it, because we wanted, we asked, we asked the tour guide, what are they doing? He said, they're making repairs. I said, they're either making repairs or making changes. See how, they ain't black, y'all. They're Arabs. One of the principles about the pharaohs, they didn't play. They did not spare their enemy. mentality, Europe could not invade us. But we got kind. We got cordial and opened our arms to our enemy and got rid of that spirit. Now look at us. Notice here you have the Pharaoh here in the temple of Horus and Efu. These are hands. Bringing the hands of his enemy. Putting it at his feet. And they're bringing so many hands, he wanted to know, how do I know those are men's hands? Uh-oh. Look at all those hands. Y'all see the hands? How do I know those are men's hands? How do I know those are the hands of my enemies? Bring me something to know that they're men. So that's what you did. Oh, see the testicles? Now as deep as you see how they chiseled a lot of this away. 1 Samuel 18:27. David said, bring me the foreskins of my enemies. We got a problem though. Because there was no David. Where did they copy it from? Right here. Here you see the headdress of Ammon. Now this is important, brothers and sisters. The headdress of Ammon, the symbol of Ra, and Horus the Christ. Horus the Christ, which is Jesus in the white man's book. Ra, God, the Son of God. Ammon. But he's got on the headdress. This is saying, I and my Father are one. This is where they stole it from. Martial arts. For those of you who like martial arts, here's where the fighting arts started. Not in China. Not in Japan. Right here. Africans have been, man, shoot. Look at this. Y'all see this? The sun disc. The hawk. Look at the theft of this stuff here. Here you have Horus the hawk. That's the symbol of ancient Egypt. Here's the symbol of the United States of America. This country ain't got nothing original. Y'all see what I'm saying? What's deep is, in the ancient African story, you have the shin and the ox, which means life and peace. In America's clause, you got arrows, which means warfare. And olive leaves, which means peace, which means we prefer peace, but we ain't got no problem going to war if we have to. The Ark of Ra. How many of y'all have ever heard of the Ark of the Covenant? Yeah. I got 13 minutes here. Man, I'm not halfway through these pictures. The Ark of the Covenant. You've heard that before? Yeah. And they taught us from the Bible that as long as they carried the Ark of the Covenant in front of the armies of the Lord, they would be victorious in battle. But nobody can't find one piece of the Ark of the Covenant.